Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Culture Channel. Today I'm gonna be talking about opening week of the NBA. So far in the NBA, we saw a little bit of what each team is made of. We're seeing where the teams are kind of headed, but it's only the first few games, so we don't know too much yet. Let's start off with the Lakers. There's a lot of hype on the Lakers. Opening game, they looked a little lethargic, and Lonzo Ball scored like 3 points. Brandon Ingram was like 3 for 15 or something like that, something crazy. So the Lakers were doing really bad, and Jordan Clarkson looked like the only like energizer on that team. So based off of that, I think the Lakers really need to improve a little bit more, but after that they really seem to like open up a little bit. I think Lonzo Ball needs like a little bit better coaching with to make Lonzo Ball's play more efficient on the Lakers end, because what they're doing is they're stopping the ball in half court a lot, where Lonzo's really good at on breakaways and 3-on-2s, 2-on-3, like in those situations he's really good with those passes, those cuts. They need to focus more on those, I feel like, and the Lakers need a little bit more high-paced action, and I feel like they'll do a lot better because they're a lot younger, so they can run and do things which other teams might not be able to keep up with. But I really doubt they're making the playoffs this year, based off these first few games, but it's because they just need some veteran player to just score the ball, which not really anyone on that team's really doing. So we'll see how that goes. Lonzo Ball did pretty good on his second game, I think, like 29 points, but apparently he's shooting like 30% or something like that, really bad shooting percentage. So we'll see where he goes. Next team, we'll talk about the process. Philadelphia 76ers. 76ers last game, they just beat the Pistons. They looked really good. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid look like a really good combo pair. Ben Simmons 6'10", 6'11", something like that, passing the ball, scoring. He's a pretty good scorer. Joel Embiid's a beast as usual. So they look really good as a duo so far. Markelle Fultz does not look that good at all. I thought he'd be a better scorer right to start off. I thought he'd be pretty one-dimensional for this season, at least for his rookie year, but he can't even seem to be scoring right now, so we'll see how that goes. So the 76ers, really unlikely they'll make the playoffs, but if they do, it's the East, so it doesn't really matter. The East sucks right now. Next team I want to talk about is the Cavs. The Cavs are very interesting. I don't know what's going on with them. D-Rose just got injured. JR's coming back to the starting lineup. D-Wade said he's sitting on the bench. My personal opinion is I think D-Wade finally realized he's getting old, so he's gonna chill on the bench now and he's gonna run the second unit himself, so he'll be kind of like point shooting guard on that team, on that second unit. So, and then LeBron and JR will help spread the court a little bit better. They got basically like 5 shooters on now, even though LeBron's not 100% a shooter, but he's got a pretty good 3-point percentage, so that'll be pretty interesting. It'll be back to like a better spread court, and D-Wood will just control the second unit, so then they won't have that problem like last season. Right when LeBron goes off, they go like -16 plus or minus. So I think Cleveland will be fine. D-Rose should only be out for like a few weeks, so hopefully he comes back soon. Hopefully he doesn't get injured again, and then obviously after that we'll just wait for Isaiah Thomas to see how they fit him in. And then next team I'll talk about is Golden State. Obviously everyone's wondering about Golden State. Golden State is they're doing all right. They're doing their regular stuff. Looks like they're taking the first few games pretty seriously, even though everyone thought they'd just cruise through. But I still feel like they'll win like 60 games, even though they've already lost a little bit at the beginning. So I think they'll be fine. Yeah, so I think the Golden State Warriors will be fine. And the next team, obviously, everyone's interested about in the West is OKC. OKC, I feel like they're still finding a little bit of their chemistry. They still don't know, all right, who's the main guy. Even though Russ pretty much showed he's the main guy recently in their loss. But I feel like, yeah, they'll end up starting to kill it. They'll get like 55 games is my guess. I think they'll realize that each of them was gonna get around like 20 shots. Probably Russ is probably gonna get like 24 shots, and that's how they'll probably roll it out. They won't get exactly the amount of shots they want probably, but Melo's getting old, so he's probably gonna accept, all right, I'm too old for this, so he'll just take that third position spot. And Paul George, he's been playing really good so far, so I think Russ is just going to take control of that team a little bit more. I think he should take a little bit more control, because when he plays good, the whole team usually plays better because he gets all those assists. He attracts a lot of the attention into the paint and spreads the floor a lot. So Melo should actually start working on his three, even though he's done pretty well with that clutch shot against Minnesota. It's just sad that Wiggins just had that lucky shot right in the middle, but that was a good game. And speaking of young guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is apparently killing it. He's averaging like 36 points a game, I think. He's destroying. The only thing comparable is apparently to LeBron James, third year in the league. So he's doing amazing right now. We'll see if he can keep that up for the rest of the season. I really doubt it. I feel like he might like start averaging like 26, 27 points per game though. He's balling out. Only thing he doesn't have at all is a shot, but they can't even stop him on the inside. So he's just a monster. He'll just keep doing that. His team probably won't get that many wins, but maybe they might end up fourth or third in the Eastern Conference, because the Eastern Conference just sucks. So quite possibly they could end up third or fourth in there. I think that's like all the teams that are really relevant right now in the NBA. I think that's about it. This is Culture Channel. Like and subscribe. Tell us what you think in the comments below about the opening week. Peace out.